Hey guys, welcome to another Get Ready With Me video, including my new favorite makeup look, my hairstyle and outfit. So if you'd like to see how I got it, keep on watching. With my skin prepped with moisturizer and sunscreen as usual, I'm applying my Tarte foundation. I consider this one to be kind of like my comfy foundation. It's about medium coverage and has a really nice satin finish. I won't go into detail about every product I'm using in this video, so just check the description box if you'd like to know. I blend that out the best that I can, being sure to blend down the neck as well. And I know I always say this, but I do tend to look a little scary at this point of the application because I am going to be using a different product for under my eyes. For concealer, I apply some under my eyes and any other areas that need it, like on any redness or hyperpigmentation, and I blend that out. Now I'm just setting all of that with some translucent powder. I always start with the under eyes and I blend away any creases that have formed before adding the powder. Now I will just clean up my lips, and while my base makeup is settling, I'm going to get started on my hair. Today I'm using my Duval Pro Series curling wand. Mine's in the 32mm width, and I'm very excited about the design of this wand, and I will show you why in a second. It comes with a special glove to protect your hand. Just make sure that you put this on before you turn on your hair curler. Don't make the same mistake I did, guys. So I take a small section of my hair, I smooth it flat, and then I wrap it around the barrel like so. I hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds and then gently release it into my hand. And then I place this over my shoulder to let it cool off. So the reason I love the design of this curling wand is that it has adjustable temperature, which all curling wands should have because different hair types require different levels of heat. I'm using mine at 320 degrees Fahrenheit, as this is basically the minimum that holds the type of curl that I want for my type of hair. The hotter the temperature, the tighter the curl. So not only can you control how much heat you're using on your hair, you can get various types of curls depending on the temperature. If you are looking for a new everyday curling wand, I highly recommend this one. I've been really happy with it. So if you'd like to get 70% off, use my code SBCurl and it brings it down to $34.50 US. I will link it in the description below. Some other things I have to share with you guys are my Ez Shampoo and Conditioner, which they also sent over. I customized these myself and I've been really loving them the past couple of months. If you guys know me and my attitude towards things like skincare and hair care, I'm very ingredient obsessed, and you can actually custom pick your ingredients on the MixEasy website. So I basically picked everything that would soothe my dry scalp, like chamomile and burdock. Always fragrance free, of course. It's a really clever concept and I wish that more brands offered things like this. It's very unique because you can customize the product to your hair or your skin type. Of course, I got a discount code for you guys, and that's just the word nature for 20% off. I'll link it below as well. And thank you to Duval and MixEasy for this collab. I've wanted to work with them for at least 2 years now, so I'm really glad they got in touch. When all my curls are done, I like to leave them alone to cool before brushing them out, which you will see later in the video. So let's move on to the rest of my makeup. I'm going to be doing my current favorite makeup look, which features some new steps and techniques that I've actually never done on camera before. Starting with the eye look, I always like to begin with a light neutral base color all over the lid. And I'm following this with a light brown on the outer half, and then a medium brown on the outer third while blending up into the crease. I build up this medium brown until I'm happy with the intensity of it. I then take a chocolate brown shade and blend this into the outer corners of my eyes to complete the gradient. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm keeping it pretty brief as this isn't a tutorial. It's also not going to be drastically different from my other makeup looks. I like to try and blend out the eyeshadow into kind of a blurry wing because it gives a flattering shape on the eyes, and honestly, you guys have to forgive me trying to describe this. I'm just not a makeup expert. So anyway, the next step is taking that medium brown shade from earlier and very lightly running this along the lower lash line, also with the gradient effect so it's darkest on the outer corner and softly fades into the inner corner. I also apply this to the upper lash line corner as well. Really, anybody can achieve this look with just 1 or 2 eyeshadow colors by building up the intensity gradually. We're going to fill in the brows using a different product today. I'm taking my Anastasio Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. If you watched my recent vlog where I went skiing, I will link it above. You might remember that I was constantly yabbering on about how much I was loving the dip brow because it does not budge. You could swim with this stuff and it wouldn't come off. It also gives my brows a darker and slightly more golden blonde shade. However, it is super important you have the right brush to apply it. It needs to be a small angled flat brush with quite dense and stiff bristles. Next up is mascara, which as usual, I can't seem to apply while staying in frame or in focus. Quick tip for anyone else like me who has blonde lashes, wiggle the mascara wand right into the lash line to get it coated from the roots. Whenever I don't get close enough, I end up with black lashes and blonde roots. To brush out any clumps, I'm just using this metal eyelash comb. Something else I was inspired by on my ski trip was how the cold weather gave me these naturally super pink rosy cheeks, and it wasn't sunburn or anything, it was just from the cold. I loved how that looked so much that I tried to recreate it with blush. I load up my brush and I blot off quite a lot, and then I just go to town with it. And yes, this might look like way too much blush, but just wait until the end when you see the finished look in better lighting. Trust me, I don't want to look like a clown either. But still, we do want that wintry rosy skin, so don't forget the bridge of the nose and a little on the chin as well, and blend it out super well with a clean powder brush if needed. I find it so much more realistic looking when the blush is on other parts of the face aside from just the apples or the cheekbones, because you want to follow the areas that would naturally be flushed. What really takes this blush to the next level is adding highlight over the top for the ultimate rosy glowy après-ski look. I just apply some to the usual spots, being the highest point on my cheekbones, the upper bridge of my nose on either side between my eyes, and also on either side of the tip of my nose, but not on the actual tippy tip of my nose, if that makes sense. Are you guys ready for another new step, something that I've never done before, and that is contouring? You heard me right, guys, but only along the jawline, and I have a very specific reason for this, which I will explain in a second. So I take a very light brown shade, I blot off a ton of it, and then I gently run this along my jawline, right below the bone, and I blend it down into the neck so there are no harsh lines. I know you guys are going to laugh at me when you see my secret method for checking if my contour is blended. So the reason I contour this is because I have fair skin, and fair skin means the shadows on my skin are lighter too. So when I would film videos under very soft, low contrast lighting, my cheek and neck would end up being the same color and just kind of blend into each other on camera. It was very unflattering. So by darkening that shadow under my jaw, it gives more definition in my videos. So this is more for the purpose of filming. I don't really wear this in real life all the time, but I still wanted to show you guys anyway. Alright, last step for my makeup is lip color. I like to prep my lips with some SPF lip balm. Then to complete this look, I'm taking my Marc Jacobs Beauty gloss in a really pretty coral shade, applying it pretty heavily, then blotting off the excess, which leaves a sheer pink color on my lips that goes perfectly with this glowy, rosy cheeked look. And yes, I'm actually applying more blush, believe it or not. It needs to be intense for this look. Now that my hair has had a chance to settle, I can very gently brush out the curls so they look a lot softer. These are my favorite type of curls, just really big and wavy. I use a hair straightener just to fix up the roots of my hair where my natural wave shows through, or where there are any dents that might have been left in my hair from when I clipped it back. You can see the finished curls very well in the mirror behind me. It's also a good reminder that I am well overdue for a hair trim. It's just getting way too long. Today, I felt like styling my hair in one of my favorite super quick and easy hairstyles. I take a small section of my hair about a third of the way back, and then I just clip that up in one of my tiny black hair clips to form a little pigtail. I complete that on both sides for a very 90s look. And obviously that was all for show, because now I have to get up and pull clothes over my head, so you guys know I definitely had to redo those pigtails, but still, this is the completed hair and makeup look for today. Let me know what you guys think, and now we can move on to the outfit. As I mentioned in a previous video, I wanted to show you guys these pants in an outfit of the day, which is what I'm going to do right now. I will be sure to link all the clothing items below, of course. These are a super high-waisted and wide leg plaid pant. I like to cinch in the waist nice and tight with my DIY quick release buckle belt. If you'd like to see how I made it, I will link that video above. Since the pants are so baggy, they don't work so well with loose fitted tops, as you'll see here with this white sweatshirt. If I was going to wear a top this loose, it would need to be far more cropped to show off that cinched waist. Switching it out for a fitted white mock neck was perfect. Very minimal and appropriate to pair with such a heavily patterned pant, while also picking up the white tones in the pattern very nicely. To keep the pants feeling casual, I paired them with my black Fila Disruptors. Rest in peace, the last 4 years I enjoyed these shoes before they became a mainstream trend, but I'm not abandoning my poor little shoes because of that. The chunky sneaker also has a nice weight that doesn't get lost under the baggy, wide leg of the pant. I added this black mini backpack with white contrast stitching to go with the black and white theme, but psych, I tried this look with a black top as well, so let me know which you like most in the comments below. That is it for this Get Ready With Me. Please leave me a thumbs up on this video to let me know if you'd like me to make more of these, because I definitely can if you guys like them. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all next time.